Aloha! Welcome to this week's video. Sorry I've been out for the last couple of weeks. My family and I went back home to Hawaii to visit some family, and then I got back and sure enough got sick. So I'm still a little sick. I'm coming out of it now. I apologize if my voice sounds weird. Here my daughter and younger brother are just picking some mangoes. She had a ton of fun. All of my kids did. They absolutely loved it. But then again, who wouldn't? So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be going over some of the pieces that I have, some of my favorite pieces, and then just which ones I'd like to carry if I could. So this is a Leo Mano. Actually I love this piece. It's a very custom piece. The teeth are hemipristus teeth, so they're fossilized teeth, and then that's a inlay mother of pearl, or abalone pearl. I'm sorry, not mother of pearl. Up top is Leo Mano I made a long time ago. It was off of a design sketch I saw someone else had. It was really pretty. This is an ihe, or spear. The marlin tip on this ihe is just massive. That's a blue marlin bill. One of my favorite spears. This is a gunstock war club. The design is influenced off of a few other gunstock makers that I've seen, and then added in obviously a little bit of my own personal influences into it. A little bit of inlay pearl, and then so it's a inlay, or inset. I'm sorry, not an inlay. It's an inset, which means it sticks out just a little bit. When you have an inlay, it's flat, it's flush. That's another gunstock war club, but I actually purchased that from a very talented carver, a Native American carver in the mainland. This is one of my favorite pieces, just because it's a monster. You can really see the tiger stripes and the coal wood on this piece. It's very beautiful. It's really cool though, as you change direction, it's almost like a 3D effect. Those stripes disappear, and then when you turn back around, they come back up. Obviously, it's just the light reflection and the grain of the wood, but it's really cool how that gets created naturally. This next piece here is designed off of the Samoan Nifo'oti. Excuse me, designed off the Samoan Nifo'oti. Obviously, it's not exact replica of a Nifo'oti. There's a lot of design changes. Again, this was made as a combination piece between Hawaiian influences and that Samoan weapon. This weapon's also a beast. I've tested most of these weapons out on my ballistics gel, and they've all performed just monstrously. Just a ton of fun. This next piece is kind of like a personal design. It's a Hawaiian style hatchet, Hawaiian style axe. There aren't too many designs like that. That's kind of more personal. And then here on the ground I have some of my favorite pieces of recent. This piece here, it's really hard to tell in this lighting. I'd go outside, but I'm still not totally feeling well, and I don't want to. I think I'd be coughing a lot more outside. But this is an old growth coal wood. It's really dark. It's a really heavy curl, a lot of figure. There was even some wood rot and spots that I had to clean out and fill. I mean, just the amount of character that this piece has is just absolutely amazing. This took a long time to make just because I wanted to be very careful with it. It is a very unique and rare piece of coal wood. You can really see it a lot better in the natural light. I wish I had a better shot of it. This piece here will never be sold. That will be by far a family heirloom. This next piece here is a World War II style trench knife knuckle duster. The blade is made of a small swordfish bill, and the teeth are bull shark. That piece there is a Tongan war club. And then this is a katana. So obviously it's not going to cut anything. Oh man, made from beautiful wood, but I wanted to make a katana using the same way that a traditional katana would be made. So every single piece of this actually comes apart, and then it's all pegged together, and you can see the two pegs in the handle. So if you were to push those pegs out, you could slide the handle off, and there would be the tang inside. And the handguard, I forget the name of them in Japanese is, but they all come apart. And so this is made and compiled together just like a traditional Japanese sword. I thought it'd be cool to make it like that versus, you know, an integral, all in one piece. In the tradition of Japanese weaponry, here's my most recent piece. This is a Kanobo. This piece here is just a monster. I absolutely loved working on this piece. It actually doesn't weigh as much as I expected it to. It feels really good in the hand, and it tested really well. I had a lot of fun making that piece. This is one of the first swords I ever made, and the swordfish bill that I made it out of just was massive. The thing weighs so much. You almost can't lift it with just one hand. It almost needs two hands, which is why it has a longer handle, but that's what it's for. And then this piece here was actually also a swordfish bill sword that broke, and so I remade it. If you want to see that video, that's in one of my previous videos. It's an integral handle with the guard, but then the bill actually has a tang and it pegs in. This is one of my favorite daggers. So a pahoa, or a dagger, but this is kind of a mix between like a tracker, a traditional tracker style knife, and the Hoyan pahoa. But then I wanted to make like a sanmai type look. You really can't do that with wood. So it's the closest I think I could get, but it turned out really well. I really liked the way that it looked. You have that one piece of koa, it's a spacer that's wavy in between, and then the lighter koa on the outside. It turned out to be a pretty gnarly piece. This piece here is actually a unique piece. The bill is a sawfish bill. I got this from my brother-in-law as a gift. He actually had two, and in exchange for giving me one, I made him a piece out of the other one, and then I made myself a piece out of this one. So this is pretty cool. I don't know if I'll ever get an opportunity to work with sawfish bills again. You can't trade them. So it was just, I got lucky on a gift. The bill itself is inset into the piece, and then it has wooden pegs. The bill was already stabilized before I got it, so I didn't have to do much work with it. I just had to inset it into the wood here. I actually tested with this. I probably shouldn't have, because if I broke it, I would be very upset. But pretty awesome piece. It did test decently well. I was careful with it. I didn't swing full strength. This is the most recent Leomano that I've made. Now it has a lighter grain koa, and so in my lighting at home, it really sticks out. You can really see the curl and the sheen from this piece. Absolutely gorgeous piece. I fell in love with this piece almost immediately. It has a marlin bill dagger, poho at the end, and then the top is a leomano. A knife, a blade. Leomano stands for, or means like a shark's lay, but it was, this style of weapon would have been used like a knife and then a dagger. This is my most beastly weapon, and definitely I think my favorite. I will also never be selling this piece. It's inlay black and white pearl, and then the teeth that surround it are small megalodon fossils and bull shark teeth. This is a design that comes from the Aztec and Mayan macuaro, but with Hawaiian influences. And so it's coral wood, similar to a leomano with shark teeth, but designed after the Mayan and Aztec weapon. This thing is just a beast. I absolutely love it. I hope you enjoyed it. As to which piece I'd like to carry if I could, oh man, I have no idea. Everyday carry, probably one of the smaller pahoas, but I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully I'll have some good videos. Mahalo.